And no matter how angry he got at me, he'd be, hey, what's that? And he couldn't stay mad. He'd laugh, and I loved it. And my mom, she was special. Very loving, very caring. All my friends came to her. Literally, I feel sorry for you all for not meeting her, because she was fabulous. So, back there, all our extended family lived close. So celebrations of holidays and Sundays ended up at our house. Interesting. I need you to imagine a cross between the movie Godfather's wedding scene and my big fat Greek wedding. Because it was fun, festive, lots of food, lots of drama. Oh, I remember the arguments. Great. And during the week, our house was always booming because my friends and my siblings' friends and even my cousin who lived in the back and him and his friends gathered at our house, usually around dinner time. And there was a seat at the table, always, and you had to sit down and eat, otherwise you shouldn't have been there because we knew how to cook for Henry. Yeah, it was really good. I mean, I had a really good childhood. But there was another side. At a very, very young age, I was molested by an uncle and then cousins. And it was confusing. We know now one loses their voice, it silences them. And it's just, what's up with this? You know innately it's not right. The body does other things. The church is saying, respect your adults. I don't know what's going on. I even remember in that time when we'd have the celebrations and the cameras would come out, they'd say, smile, I have snapshots. I'm grabbing at my face. I forgot how to smile. Stole my smile away. So, the other thing was the guidance. The elderly mentoring, and I'm sure they meant well, but it was always on a negative level. I mean, my grandmother had this wonderful way of constantly comparing my sister and I to our older cousins, Mary and Trina, in everything. And of course, Mary and Trina, they cook better, they look better, they clean better, they even bake. I mean, we would make cookies at Christmas time, for an example. And we'd get excited, we'd make all kinds, and we're excited. Oh, Graham, we made the Giuliani's. They're a nice sesame seed coffee cookie. Nice, that's nice. Mary and Trina, they made the Gucciatis. Those are fig-filled cookies. More ingredients, more, detailed. One up, always one up. Not enough. So, I turned to something to survive, to get through this. And it was a non-biased substance that was very close and enjoyable. And it became my best buddy. Food. And food helped me dodge. And it taught me to dodge. Really, I'm an ace. I dodged myself. I didn't want to be me because it hurt. It wasn't enough. And food was there to, make me a fortress of protection. Also give me a way to be, think, and do what anybody else wanted me to be, think, or do, so I could fit in and be liked. Plus, I even went on a fashion statement. Every summer, I became the girl in the trench coat all summer long, thinking I'm hiding the consequences of my best buddy. Still, there was a time that this amped up. In my mid-teens, my favorite two people, men, my dad and my grandfather, they died within a year of each other in tragic deaths on occasions that should have been fun. It threw me into a closet of fear, afraid to live life fully, because it really, anything enjoyable turns sad or bad. Expanded my relationship with my best buddy. And going forward, every tragic or negative event, I expanded this love for food, and I ended up living in a mode of fight or flight under the surface. Thinking deeper, there was a side that was very, very light. There's fragments of good, huge fragments. I think the situation helped me become a very compassionate people person. I love people, especially if I can make them smile. I could see the God in everybody. I just couldn't see God in me. And I chose to live on the peripheral of anybody else's life instead of the center of my own. It was easier to step in somebody else's shoes than to stand in my shoes. So it was good. And then more recently, the unexpected incarceration of my only living sibling, my brother, left me crazed and holding the bag, and I ran to the embrace of my good buddy like never before. I mean, I didn't want to feel his hurt. I ate, I got to numb this, and I don't want to feel it go away, and I ate, and the hurt turned physical. And I literally tried to feed the hurt. I hurt till it hurt, and I wanted to eat even more. It took everything for me to step back. After all, the only thing I knew at this time were the uns, the unknowns, the uncertainty, the unconfident, the unsures. Chaos and disorganization overruled my life, both at home and at work. So by this time, I'm a big member of the Yo-Yo Dieters Club, and I thought, I gotta step this up. So I took on tougher programs. I took on programs that were compiled with food substance. I know it works for some, all this stuff. And I had another program that I almost pretty much starved myself. And yeah, there were changes. Major change, up my standing in the Yo-Yo Dieters Club. Then I went to doctors. And the first thing out of their mouths, did you ever think of a gastric bypass? I said, gastric bypass? You gotta bypass something up here with me. So frustrating. But I turned to therapy. And my one therapist sent me to a binge eating group where we would meet once a week, share our pain and shame, and discuss. And one week, when I was checking in, unconsciously, without thought, I said, you know, if I loved myself, if I really, really, really loved myself, I would have my power back from food. I would have my voice. I'd never lose my voice. I'm sorry, my smile. I'd never lose that. I would have food as fuel only, and my life would be balanced along with my weight. It was like, not an epiphany, it was an awakening. An awakening that since I found is a process. I want to let you know it's a process. Small steps have to be taken. And when you take these steps with kindness, patience, and love, they become strides. They become strides to bigger things. And I feel that. I feel I'm knowing my I, who I am, and I'm liking it. The other thing I'd like to say is I'm a member, as you know, of CSA for a long time. Services here are marvelous. And at the end of the 11 o'clock service, something special happens. Reverend Dr. Georgia will invite the children of the congregation up here. And together as a community, we say to them, we love you. We're here for you. And we give them the mic to tell us what they got. We give them, a voice. And we should tell them they matter in this. And for me, that's something I wish I had had. And maybe some of you out there. Finally, I have a quote. And this quote was taken out of context in a classic movie, Blazing Saddles. Out of chaos comes good. But Nietzsche's authentic words were, one must face chaos in order to give birth to a star.